Kia ora. Tonight in this edition of City News, Bay of Plenty Police appeal for information about a 1976 homicide. Rotorua Tourism Committee seeks a new member, and Rotorua Roller Derby is looking for new recruits. Those stories and more are coming up next on City News. Bay of Plenty Police are appealing for information into their reopened investigation into the 36-year-old fatal shooting of security guard Howard Percy in 1976. Mr Percy was shot in a struggle with an armed man attempting to rob an ANZ satellite bank on Old Taupo Road. Crime Manager of the Bay of Plenty District, Detective Inspector Tim Anderson, says there is new information as well as scientific advances that have reignited the investigation, and he thinks it may be time for someone who knows something to come forward.
But I can say, and it's no secret, that through advances in DNA, through fingerprint analysis and testing, firearms analysis and testing, we have seen significant advancements, and that certainly helped us to rule people in and also rule people out.
Right, and putting it out there just finally to our Rotorua community with the appeal, what is your main message to them at this point?
Well, I guess like I said earlier, is, we're interested in any information, no matter how small, that people may hold in regards to this case. The offender may have spoken to people over the years, may have confided. We're interested in hearing things. We have
coverage of yesterday's police conference in tonight's City News. The Geyser Community Foundation is calling for applications for funding from community groups in the Rotorua and Taupo districts. Geyser Community Foundation Executive Officer Annette Burgess says the foundation is seeking funding applications on behalf of the Tyndall Foundation in the Supporting Families and Social Services program. Mrs Burgess says the local advisory committee is inviting funding applications from eligible groups as well as making recommendations to the Tyndall Foundation. Further details and preliminary application forms are available at geysercf.org.nz or tyndall.org.nz. The Rotorua Tourism Committee is seeking a new member. Committee Deputy Chairman Bruce Thomason says the Tourism Committee provides leadership and support for council and destination Rotorua marketing. He says the committee is made up of people from all parts of our tourism industry. Mr Thomason says they are looking for someone with previous boardroom experience, good communication skills and a real passion for Rotorua.
We're after passionate individuals, people with a history in the industry, and those people are out there, and we just want them to put their name in the hat and step up and help us move the city forward. The committee currently is well balanced with representatives from the accommodation sector, activities section of the industry, and council links. So that's all important. I mean, Rotorua's breadth of product and our reliance on the tourism industry to grow is essential that we have the industry represented fairly.
In sport tonight, Eastern Bay of Plenty students will have the opportunity to complete the Te Rangatahi rugby program next month. The New Zealand Rugby Union initiative involves the Bay of Plenty Rugby Union and around 100 students and is on the 8th of August. NZRU Māori Liaison Officer Tiki Edwards and former Steamers captain and rugby legend Wayne Ormond will facilitate the workshops. Students are taught how to tackle, catch and pass, but at the core of the program is the message for students to set goals, find people who believe in them, ensure they have a good balance in life and take action to achieve their goals. The Rotorua Roller Derby is having tryouts for new recruits tomorrow night. Steam City steamroller Layla Robinson says she'll be presenting workshops on the sport. Ms Robinson says roller derby is a growing sport in New Zealand and she's hoping for some enthusiastic skaters. The roller derby tryouts are tomorrow night in the old gymnasium at Rotorua Girls High School from 6 p.m. Weather now brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, fine weather ahead with light winds, an overnight low of 0. Tomorrow, the outlook for Friday, fine with easterly breezes, a high of 12 and a low of 4. The outlook for Saturday, fine spells with easterlies, a high of 12 and a low of 7. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua, northeast 10 knots developing in the afternoon, with fine weather ahead. Don't forget, for program listings and other info, check out our website tvrotorua.co.nz. Still to come in tonight's program, Alan Solomon reports from the Home and Garden Show. We find out about Rotorua Musical Theatre's production of Miss Saigon. But after the break, a report from yesterday's police conference.